Okay, dear students, the topic is deduction of Ohm's law from the concept of drift velocity. As you know that drift velocity is what? Drift velocity is the average velocity of electron in a conductor. Average velocity of electron in a conductor by which electron move towards the positive end of conductor under the effect of external electric field. Means under the effect of external electric field, electrons in conductor drift towards positive end of the conductor, and the expression for that drift velocity is given as Vd is equal to small e capital E upon m into tau, where symbols have their usual meanings. Small e is the charge on electron, capital E is the electric field across the conductor, m is the mass of electron, and tau is the relaxation time. What is the relaxation time? The average time elapses between two successive collisions of electron in a conductor where electric field is applied across the conductor. The average time elapses between two successive collisions of electron when electric field is applied across the conductor. And please always remember, electron drift opposite to the direction of external electric field applied. Electron move opposite to the direction of electric field applied. So here Vd is equal to E upon m to tau. It is equal to E capital V tau upon m into L, where capital E is equal to V upon L. The relationship between electric field and potential difference. Electric field and potential difference. L is the length of conductor. L is the length of conductor. Now we know the relationship between current and drift velocity, which is given as I is equal to small n E A Vd, where what is A? Capital A is the cross-sectional area of conductor. Small n is the electron density, means number of electrons per unit volume of the conductor, as you know that. Now, by putting Vd is equal to Ev tau upon ml in this expression, we get I is equal to Ena Ev tau. Ev into tau upon m into L, and by that relation we get V upon I is equal to ml upon L small e square tau a. V upon I is equal to this. This we get from this. I is equal to Ena E V into tau. Actually, this is V into tau. Tau is the relaxation time upon m into L. Now, for a given conductor, the values of m, L, n, E, tau, and A are same. For a given conductor, these values are same at a given temperature. At a given temperature, these values are constant. For a given temperature, these values are constant for a given conductor. It means M, L, N, E, tau, A is M, L, N, E, tau, and A are constant for a given piece of conductor at a given temperature. Therefore, V by I is equal to constant. V by I is equal to constant, and that constant we write as R. So V upon I is equal to R. So V is equal to IR. This proves the Ohm's law. So ultimately, from the concept of drift velocity, we can prove Ohm's law in this manner. So R is equal to ml upon ne square tau a. R is equal to ml upon n E square torn. Now you know the relationship between resistance and resistivity. Resistance and resistivity, R is equal to rho L by A. R is equal to rho L by A. This relationship you know. Where what is rho? Rho is the resistivity of the conductor. So by comparing this and this, we get rho is equal to m upon n E square tau. So rho does not depend on L and A. Rho does not depend on L and A. So rho is independent of dimension of conductor. And rho only depends on small n, which is the number density of electron, and tau, which is the relaxation time. The average time, relaxation time is what? The average time elapsed between two successive collisions of electron in the conductor. So in this manner, we can prove Ohm's law, and also we can prove that whether resistance depends on dimension of conductor, resistivity does not depend on the dimension of conductor. So dear students, I hope that this derivation will be clear to all of you. Any feedback will be most welcome.